Hey guys, bit of a different video of the day. So I've been sent some stuff by Steve at Digwell Green Fingers. If you don't subscribe to his channel, please get yourself across. Great guy, does lots of great stuff. Not just gardening, cooking, everything in the garden. Does lots of experiments with different things. And he's quite generous with what he does, because he always, passes whatever offers or whatever he gets on to other sort of subscribers and YouTubers. So this stuff, what I'm doing today is called Supersoil. Now you might well have heard of it before, but it's a natural fertilizer. But what it does, it doesn't fertilize the soil as such. What it does, it encourages the soil itself to start and break down and become its own natural fertilizer. So Steve had a little bit of a competition. It was 20 different seeds, and you had to identify them by some photographs. And whoever won a big sachet of this Supersoil. But everybody that entered the competition got a free trial sample. And what he did, he measured it out to, you give him the size of your allotment, and he measured out enough for your allotment. So this is apparently enough for my allotment, more than enough, and it's only to there, and it's just little. So there's probably, I don't know, a couple of teaspoonfuls in there, maybe it's a bit more, but that's enough to do my allotment. And what you do, you spray it on. You don't water it on. It's got to be sprayed on. So what you do, garden sprayer. There is some other people on YouTube. I've had a look before I've done this that have done it, and they've had really good successes with it. Babette in the garden, she's used it, but when she did it, she just watered it on, with a watering can. But they reckon it's better to spray it on. Less is more, is the sort of saying. So all I put in here is 1 gallon of just plain water, and I've already put in 1 teaspoonful of Supersoil. Now it's just like a dust basically. Well, we can see it. It's like a black powder, black dust, really fine, gets all over. So that measurement there is what I've put in with that 1 gallon of water. So I'll pour a bit out so you can see. I can find a dish to pour it into. Let's have a look. So you can see it there. That 1 teaspoon's changed that water to almost black. Yeah. Hopefully you can see it, but yeah, it's almost black. So just plain water, 1 teaspoonful of the Supersoil, and we're going to spray it on the garden. So it's better to be sprayed on if you can. That's what Steve recommends, and that's what the farmers do. They use crop sprayers and go right across the full fields with it. One big sachet of it does something like 10 hectares or something like that. But this what he's given us here is let's say 3 or 4 teaspoonfuls. It's 1-on-1 dilution. This will do up to 40 square meters. So that little packet will do up to 40 square meters. It's more than enough for my allotment. Does recommend that the soil is wet when you spray it. Now it's been on the 10th of June now, and we've had a couple of days of rain. What day are we on now? Friday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday we had rain, so the soil is wet, but we've had 2 baking hot, really hot days, like 20 degrees. So the top surface might still be a bit dry. So what I'm going to do is just get the hose pipe out. I'm just waiting for one guy to finish with it. Finish with the tap anyway. I'm going to water the garden, and I'm going to go around with this and show you how I'm putting it on. It's not a plant spray, it's spraying it onto the soil. Yeah, And you should really do this, I would imagine, really at the beginning of the season before you plant your beds and stuff up, but we're only just getting it now. So right, I'll stop there, and when I come back you should see us out in the garden spraying this on. Right, so I'm in the garden. I'm just going to water the garden, the hose pipe, just to get stuff soaked a bit. I mean, I'm going down in the soil, it's damp underneath, but I'm going to give it a quick whiz over, so I'll speed it up. Right, so I've given my beds a quick water, got my sprayer, a few big pumps. And we're just going to spray the soil around the plants, trying not to get it too much onto the plants, it's going around. Right, I'll set you up on the camera and I'll show you what I'm doing. Right, so I'm just going to give everything a good watering, you see, around the plants. So it's the soil that we're doing really into here. I'm not going to do the beds that's got my leeks and that in, because they're going to come out in another couple of weeks, well, another week or so I would imagine. So I'm just going to do around these ones. The ones that I'm going to clear, I'll just do the whole beds once I've cleared them. You see how it's going to cover the whole allotment. You know, you're using hardly any in here. Put my basket as well. We'll see if the weeds grow. Might make just a good chickweed feed. Right, let's have a... I say these ones I'm going to leave because these are coming out anyway, the garlic and stuff, but I'll do around these beds. Pump. Strawberries. Again, I want to try and keep it off the actual strawberries and just keep it around the soil. I'm just doing round the outside of them. Ideally you would want to do this before you plant. Do bother about here, these are dahlias in here and flowers, so just whatever it gets on them. Right, last few strawberry beds. bit of tell if it improves the weed coverage. Right, that'll do. Catch you in a bit. Right, back in the greenhouse because it's too bright out there for filming. So, right, I've gone right round the garden with the Supersoil as much as I can. Beds I'm gonna clear out. I'll leave them till the next week when I clear them out. But thanks very much, Steve, for your little trial, and I'll let you know how it goes. I'll tag you in as much as I possibly can. Right, catch us on the next one. Thanks everybody. Thanks for liking and subscribing, and see you later.